guys, welcome back to Time with Andrea, where today we will be cooking a piece of pork. Here I've got a piece of pork here which I will be cutting up. I'm gonna be actually stewing the pork today. So I'm gonna be doing stewed pork with, they call it ground provision, which is banana, dumpling, yam, whatever I can find. Okay, so I'm going to be using ground provision with stewed pork today. Come along with me while we get the pork seasoned and for it to soak. So we're doing it in stages. So we're at the moment I'm going to be just seasoning the pork, leave it for soaking for a couple hours before I start cooking it. Okay, come along with me in the process. Right, here we go guys. We're going to be actually dealing with the pork. Alright, so here we got the bony bit. I'm running through with a very sharp knife. Let's see if I can get there's a nice big piece of bone in that too. Let's see if I can get this cut nicely without hurting myself. This might need a bit of chopping, so let me rinse my hand off and go get me my chopper. Okay, found the chopper. Here we go. Staying clear with my hand. Lord. There you go, nicely chopped. Yeah. Nice piece of bone in here, so I'm gonna cut some of it away off the bone. Cut this in two. Don't want it too big, don't want it too small. Alright. Not deboning it, I'm just cutting it smaller so everything can cook. Okay, so this side is a piece of bone and this is a piece of meat. So there you go, there we have it. Go ahead, and I've got a piece of a lemon here that is almost dried out that I'm going to be using. Alright, go ahead and get the lemon in. Okay, at the same time we're going to add a bit of vinegar to it, just for washing. Yeah. And what I tend to like to do, guys, I tend to like to leave it in the lemon and vinegar for soaking for a minute. Okay, so in the meantime what I'm going to be doing is going ahead and just wash off the board and the knives. Okay, Okay. Alright, so I've done that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead. What we're going to do is go ahead and wash these off. Okay, give it a second wash. Okay. My special knife. Right, we're gonna go ahead and get our seasons ready. Right guys, you know, I've decided to get all the season blended to pour on it. It will soak up more the cook, because it is just seasoning in the morning before morning of cooking. I'm gonna actually blend the seasoning that I would like to put on the pork. All right. So we're gonna get everything blended. All the seasoning I'll be using, I'm gonna get them blended. Okay, so here we've got some spring onion. We're gonna be just cutting it up and pour it in the jar. Yeah. We have pepper. We're gonna just put a piece in. Don't mind me guys. Ooh, that seems very strong. All right. So we're going in with our garlic. We're going in with some bell pepper. We're going in with some onion. Just cut the onion in maybe 4 and drop it in. Oops, so there's it. Okay guys, just do it enough that it can hold into the jar. Alright, what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be going ahead and I'll be adding my seasoning. Here I've got some ginger. Guys, when I buy the ginger this way it lasts longer. When I buy ginger by the weight, it normally spoils quickly. Alright, I'm going in with some pimento. I forget to add some thyme in it. This is how we buy our thyme here. This is how I can get it. So I'm going to be adding some thyme. I'm going to be adding some seasoned to the bone that I've got from Jamaica. I'll just open it and pour some in. Seasoned to the bone, I have everything in it guys. Everything is in it, but I love to still put a little extra of things, okay? And I'm gonna also add some all-purpose seasoning, Maggi all-purpose. Alright. To that, I will be adding a bit of oil. Then I normally add a tiny bit of water. A tiny bit of water to it. Okay, let's go ahead and get the lid on. Guys, these sort of blenders, I always have problems with the lids. Because for me, it's always crooked, so stay tuned until I get this lid on. Okay guys, so we're gonna go ahead and blend. Guys, there's one thing I forget to put in it, is some browning. Let me get the browning. I've gone ahead and I've added I've added some browning to it. So if it needs more browning or color to it, once I pour it on, I will just add it onto the meat and rub it in. Alright? Okay guys, so the seasoning is actually in. Blended. So we're gonna go ahead and add the seasoning to our meat. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself a gloves. And yes, I do think I need a bit more browning, so I will be adding a bit more browning to it. Guys, I don't like my pork to look white when I'm cooking it, so I love it to have nice color. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a bit more browning. That should do it. So when you blend your seasoning and pour it onto your meat, especially doing it the same day of cooking, it is best to blend it up and leave it for marinating. That way it will soak in quickly. Right? What you could actually do also is get a knife. You can do it while cutting it up. You can do it while seasoning it. Just get a knife and stick it up a bit. You know, so in that way the seasoning will get in nicely. Okay guys? But for me, my seasoning is actually covering my pork. My seasoning is actually covering my pork, so for me that's fine. What I'm going to do now is just leave this covered and marinate until we're ready for cooking. Stay tuned guys when we come back with our cooking process. Okay guys, we're back. We've got a bit of oil in our pot and we've got the fire under. So what we're going to be actually doing now is going ahead to add the pork in a minute. Guys, please like, share, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed before, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am now at 395, I think, subscribers. I appreciate you all. If you haven't touched that subscription button, please subscribe to my channel. Watch the videos. Enjoy. Leave feedbacks. Anything you want me to help you with, and if I can, I am here to help. Okay guys, so what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be going ahead and add our pork to the oil. Just a twat of oil in there, as you can see, just a little bit, just to sear the pork. If you notice guys, I've blended my seasoning as I showed you before. So I'm just taking it out of this blended seasoning. Yeah, and add it to the pot. Guys, I am not frying it really. I'm just searing it. Make sure it catches color on both sides. Then we can go ahead and start tipping water in. Okay. So guys, just watch and see as we go along. I'm gonna actually, while that is doing like that, I cover mine. Right? It's similar to how I'm doing mine, similar to how you would do roast pork, but I am not roasting pork, I am stewing the pork. But for this way, I catch color and more flavor into my pork. Okay? Okay guys, let's go ahead and check on our pot. See guys, this pot has bring its own water, so we're gonna leave it in its own water till it come right down and start frying off like to catch color. As I said, I am cooking this my way. Okay guys? What I'm gonna do is leave the cover off the pot so the water can dry out quicker, so it can start searing a bit. Alright? Okay. So just leave it for it continue to do its thing. Okay guys, see the water coming down nicely, so we can go ahead and turn. You see the difference? When you turn it again, you actually see the pork gaining its color. Alright, so we're going ahead and turn it for all of it. Okay, and we're gonna still leave it to catch some more color. I'm gonna be turning it a few times until however I want it. Alright, so let it go ahead and continue doing its thing. Right guys, we're gonna go ahead and give our meat another turn. Guys, we're just giving it a sear. And at this stage guys, I'm going to go ahead and tip water into it. I'm going to tip some water into it, let it do its thing for a while. Guys, one thing I know, pork take a lot of browning, but when it's cooking, I will actually add more browning to it and keep it moving. Alright? I'm going ahead and I'm giving them another turn. And guys, what I'm going to do from here, I'm going to add the seasoning that I have actually blended. With a bit of water to it. Yeah. Get a bit more water. Right, with a bit more water, and then I'm gonna cover that and leave it to do its cooking. While it's cooking, we'll see how much of a browning we're gonna actually add to it. But at the moment, we might add just a little bit, just a little bit more to see. And then again, guys, remember, you can't use too much browning, because too much browning will make your food bitter. Okay? So I don't like when my meat, my pork especially, is white. So I add what I want to it. Right? So I'm going to be leaving that now for cooking. So while it is cooking, we will come back and check on it a few more times. Okay, guys? Stay tuned. Right, let's go ahead and check on our pot to see what's happening. It's cooking nicely. Yeah. This pork seems like it's one of those pork that's gonna take long to cook. It's hard. Yeah, so we're gonna leave it for cooking. What I'm gonna be doing is boiling some water, some hot water, and every time I want some water, I tip some hot water into it. Alright, stay tuned, guys. In the meantime, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get our ground provision prepared. We got a piece of yam here. Not gonna be cooking all of it. Got a piece of yellow yam here. What we're gonna do is add our salt to our pot and cover it. The fire is actually under it already. So we're gonna cover that and leave that for boiling. Alright? Let's go ahead and check on our pork. Okay. With our pork, guys, we're gonna go ahead and add some water into it. Guys, this pork seems very hard, so I'm putting enough water in it. Then I'm gonna cover it and leave it for continued cooking. While over here, we're gonna continue to prepare our ground provision. So guys, I've got banana, I've got pumpkin, I've got yellow yam. Not sure if this yellow yam is good, but we'll have to go through and see what's going for it. Okay. Right. So let's start off with our yellow yam. Bear with me, guys. I'm gonna peel a yellow yam, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and put on the gloves to peel the yellow yam. Okay. Right. Gloves on, yellow yam time. Okay, so let's see what is going on for this yam. This piece looks like it have a piece. It has issues, but we can get around it. Yellow yam is very expensive in this country. So guys, this feel it's very nice when you have a piece of this. And I'm cutting them small. Okay. I think that's the amount that I will be cooking for the yellow yam. They're so expensive. And then when you get them, when you buy them and start peeling in them, they're no good. But yet still, we have to still buy it. I was sent yellow yam as a gift from a family member of mine who lives where it actually sells, and I appreciate him very much for it. I appreciate this piece of yellow yam so much, and I'm sure to enjoy it. Alright, for my pumpkin, guys, I'm just gonna cut it in two, and I'm not peeling it, I'm cooking it into the skin. And as for my green banana, I will be also cooking my green banana in its skin. So I cut off the two tips and I score it slightly down. Yeah, so whenever it's cooked, I can easily peel the skin off. Remember, the nutriments of any food or anything is mostly into the skin. Unfortunately, we can't do the yam like this, but the banana can be done like this. And all you have to do is wash it properly. Wash it properly and it is good. So there you go. Whatever nutrients banana give you, iron and whatever else, it is actually there. Okay, so let me add a bit more water in it because I'm going to leave it in the water for now. And let's get rid of this. Right, okay, see, the yams start turning red already, so let me just get it into the pot as we speak. Getting it in the pot. Alright, so we're gonna just cover it. Once it starts boiling, we'll add our banana in. Alright, I'm gonna actually add a potato. I'm gonna actually add a potato to it. I'm not gonna be cooking any dumplings today, guys. I don't fancy any dumplings today. So all I'm doing is the potato, the yam, the pumpkin, and the banana. I haven't got any sweet potato, unfortunately, but I make do with whatever I've got. Alright, so I'm just waiting on the pot to boil to add the rest of the stuff in it. Okay. So this is the remainder of the yam, and it is good for you to tie it up in bag, plastic bag, and keep it in the refrigerator. Where it will last a bit longer. Alright? Yeah, pork is cooking away. Okay. Alright guys, while we're waiting on the pot to boil to put in the bananas and stuff, we got a potato, we got the carrot, and we got a onion. We're gonna cut up all this to put into our pot over there, or a pork pot. And this guys is mainly to like thicken up the pot, the gravy and stuff. Because don't forget, I have blended all of this already and add to the pot. So as I said, it's just to really thicken it up a bit and to maybe boost up the flavor, you never know. Alright? So I'm going ahead and I'm cutting up the onion. We have here the carrot. And the potato. Alright. Okay. So what we're gonna be doing now is going ahead. Let's get a going ahead and we're gonna pour in our vegetables that we actually just finished cutting up. Don't really need nothing much in this, guys. Let me take my gloves off so I can actually taste the sauce to see if I need any more powder seasoning. Nope. Don't need any more powder seasoning in it. I'm gonna go ahead and add some ketchup into it. Guys, this is just for cooking down now. Cooking down, I've added some water off camera. I've had a bit more water to it, just in order to cook the vegetable and to cook it down a little bit more, and then we'll take it from there. Alright guys, so we're gonna leave that to cover that and leave it to do its thing. Over here we got our pots practically boiling. We're gonna go ahead and add our bananas. I've gone off camera and I've washed it thoroughly. So here we are, just adding in our ground provision. So banana in, yam in, pumpkin in, and now potatoes in. Alright, so we're gonna just cover that and leave it to do its thing. Okay guys, alright, so our pot is boiling away. It's not yet done, so let's have a look at our pork, which is the star of the show, isn't it? Gravy is all down to as to how I want it. There you go. And because I'm doing hard food, I don't want my gravy to boil down too much or to go, because I need enough gravy for hard food. You know, hard food takes a lot of gravy. So this is practically finished cooked. There you go. Testing your skin is the best part. Look, see, I'm using a fork and the fork easily goes into the skin. Slide off. See, meat is, look, pulling away from the bone. See? So with that, I know that my pork is already cooked. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, turn the stove off, because as I said, I need gravy into it. So I'll turn the stove off from the pork, and over here, as you can see, our pot is still boiling. So we got our we have our yam, banana, pumpkin, and potato. I'm going to use the same spoon. Sorry, guys. It's in water. See? They're all cooking. It's not ready, so I'm gonna leave that for cooking, and then once that's finished cooking, guys, we'll come back with our Dish Up product to showcase what we've actually done. Alright, guys? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Interact with me. How do you like the way I cook? Let me know if I am precise as to how I bring it across, if you would like to try it. And if you do, and you want any input on anything else, or anything you want to know more about what I do or how to do, you can always leave a comment, and I will reply to as much comment as I can. Okay, guys, so thank you very much. Stay tuned until we're ready to come up with our finishing product. As you know, guys, the background is a bit noisy. Yes, it's my dryer. I'm always washing on a weekend, so that's the main thing. School on Monday, so I am washing, so you know how that goes. Anyway, guys, stay tuned until we come back with our finished product. Until then, here we go, guys. Stew pork with yellow yam, potato, pumpkin and banana, served with a glass of cucumber juice.